What if I told you that one simple habit could make you more productive than 99% of people, boost your creativity and unlock your full potential? The world's most successful minds, from billionaires to Olympic athletes, share a secret weapon. They wake up at 5 a.m. The 5 a.m. Club, written and published by Stoic Guardian. Introduction. For years, the world's most successful people, visionary leaders, elite athletes, and groundbreaking entrepreneurs, have harnessed the power of the early morning hours to build empires, create masterpieces, and master their minds. But why 5 a.m.? What makes this hour so transformative? In the 5 a.m. Club, we uncover the science, strategies, and mindset shifts that turn early mornings into a superpower. This is not just about waking up early, it's about seizing control of your life before the world's distractions creep in. It's about designing a morning routine that ignites your energy, sharpens your focus, and propels you towards the life you've always envisioned. Are you ready to rewrite your story, break free from mediocrity, and master the habits that define the world's top achievers? If so, your journey begins at 5 a.m. Chapter 1. The Wake-Up Call. The alarm pierces through the darkness, shattering the silence of your bedroom. Your hand instinctively reaches out to silence it, but this time something is different. This is not just another morning. It is the moment you decide to change your life forever. The wake-up call you have been waiting for has finally arrived, and it is time to answer it with unwavering resolve. For too long you have been sleepwalking through life, allowing your potential to slip away with each passing day. The dreams you once held dear have become distant memories, buried beneath the weight of daily routines and unfulfilled promises. But today, you stand at a crossroads. Will you continue down the well-worn path of mediocrity, or will you choose to forge a new trail towards greatness? The truth is, extraordinary lives are not born from ordinary choices. They are sculpted by individuals who dare to challenge the status quo, who refuse to accept anything less than their best selves. These are the people who understand that true success is not measured by the size of their bank accounts or the titles on their business cards, but by the impact they make on the world and the legacy they leave behind. Think about the heroes you admire, the innovators who have changed the course of history. They did not stumble upon greatness by accident. They made a conscious decision to pursue excellence relentlessly, to push beyond their limits, and to embrace discomfort as a catalyst for growth. Their wake-up call came in different forms: a personal tragedy, a moment of inspiration, or simply the realization that life is too precious to waste on mediocrity. Your wake-up call is here now, in this very moment. It is whispering to you, urging you to step out of your comfort zone and into the realm of unlimited possibility. It is challenging you to redefine your boundaries, to shatter the self-imposed limitations that have held you back for far too long. This is your opportunity to write a new chapter in your life story, one filled with purpose, passion, and unparalleled achievement. But make no mistake, answering this call will not be easy. It will demand sacrifice, discipline, and unwavering commitment. You will face obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. There will be days when the warmth of your bed seems more inviting than the challenge of pursuing your dreams. In these moments, remember why you started this journey. Recall the fire that burns within you, the desire to become the best version of yourself. The wake-up call is not a one-time event, it is a daily choice. Each morning, as the first rays of sunlight peek through your window, you have the power to recommit to your goals, to reignite your passion, and to take one step closer to the life you envision. It is in these early hours, when the world is still asleep, that you will lay the foundation for your future success. As you embrace this wake-up call, you join a select group of individuals who refuse to settle for mediocrity. You become part of a community of dreamers, doers, and game-changers who understand that true fulfillment comes from pushing beyond your perceived limits. Your journey towards greatness begins with this single decision: to answer the call, to rise above the ordinary, and to pursue a life of extraordinary achievement. The alarm is ringing, The choice is yours. Will you hit snooze on your potential, or will you rise to meet your destiny? Your wake-up call awaits. Answer it, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. Chapter 2. Breaking Free from Mediocrity. The chains of mediocrity are invisible, yet they bind us with a strength that can feel unbreakable. They whisper comforting lies, telling us that average is good enough, that dreaming big is foolish, and that staying within our comfort zone is the safest bet. But deep down, you know the truth. You were born for something greater. Mediocrity is a silent thief, robbing you of your potential one day at a time. It lulls you into a false sense of security, convincing you that the status quo is all you can aspire to. But today, right now, you have the power to shatter those chains and step into a life of extraordinary achievement. Breaking free from mediocrity begins with a shift in mindset. It requires you to challenge the beliefs that have held you back, the self-doubt, the fear of failure, the comfort with the familiar. These limiting beliefs are not facts. They are stories you have told yourself for far too long. It is time to rewrite your narrative. Embrace the discomfort of growth. Understand that every time you push beyond your perceived limits, you expand your capacity for greatness. The path to excellence is paved with challenges, setbacks, and moments of uncertainty, but it is in facing these obstacles head-on that you forge your character and unleash your true potential. Look around at the world's most successful individuals, the innovators, the leaders, the game changers. As a leader, do you believe that you're capable of more? They did not accept mediocrity as their fate. They dared to dream bigger, to work harder, and to persist when others would have given up. Their extraordinary lives were not handed to them. They were earned through relentless pursuit of their goals. To break free from mediocrity, you must cultivate a burning desire for improvement. Set audacious goals that excite and terrify you in equal measure. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire you to reach higher, who challenge your assumptions, and who refuse to let you settle for less than your best. Develop a habit of continuous learning. In a world that is constantly evolving, standing still means falling behind. Read voraciously, seek out new experiences, and be willing to adapt your strategies as you grow. The most successful individuals are those who remain perpetual students, always hungry for knowledge and new perspectives. Take bold action, even in the face of fear. Mediocrity thrives on procrastination and hesitation, but greatness is born from decisive action. Start before you feel ready. Take that first step, make that call, write that first page. Momentum is a powerful force, and once you start moving, you will find it easier to keep going. Embrace failure as a teacher, not a deterrent. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to refine your approach, and to come back stronger. The road to success is rarely a straight line. It is a series of twists, turns, and occasional detours, but each obstacle you overcome makes you more resilient, more capable, and more prepared for the challenges ahead. Remember, breaking free from mediocrity is not a one-time event. It is a daily commitment to excellence. It requires you to show up, day after day, even when motivation wanes. It demands that you hold yourself to a higher standard, not because others expect it of you, but because you know what you are truly capable of achieving. As you embark on this journey, know that you are not alone. Throughout history, individuals have risen above their circumstances, defied expectations, and achieved the extraordinary. You have that same power within you. The chains of mediocrity are strong, but your will to break free is stronger. Today marks the beginning of your extraordinary life. Embrace the challenge, relish the journey, and never again settle for anything less than your absolute best. The world is waiting for your unique contribution. It is time to break free and show them what you are truly capable of. Chapter 3. The Power of Early Mornings. In the quiet hours before dawn, while the world still slumbers, a select group of individuals rises to seize an advantage that will propel them towards extraordinary success. These are the members of the 5 a.m. Club, and they understand a fundamental truth. The way you start your day shapes everything that follows. The early morning holds a magic that cannot be replicated at any other time. As you step into the stillness of a new day, you are greeted by a world of possibility unmarred by the demands and distractions that will soon flood in. This is your time, a sacred space where you can focus on your most important work, nurture your mind and body, and set the tone for a day of purposeful achievement. But the power of early mornings extends far beyond the extra hours gained. It is about cultivating a mindset of discipline, commitment, and self-mastery. When you choose to rise before the sun, you are making a powerful statement to yourself and the universe. You are declaring that your dreams and goals are worth sacrificing comfort for, that you are willing to do what others will not, to achieve what others cannot. The 5 a.m. Club is not about depriving yourself of sleep or pushing yourself to unhealthy limits. It is about optimizing your circadian rhythm to align with the natural cycles of productivity and rejuvenation. By going to bed earlier and rising with intention, you tap into a wellspring of energy and clarity that will fuel your pursuits throughout the day. In these early hours, your willpower is at its peak. The decisions you make and the habits you reinforce during this time set a powerful precedent for the rest of your day. Whether you choose to meditate, exercise, read, or work on your most challenging projects, you are laying a foundation of productivity and positive momentum that will carry you forward. The solitude of early mornings provides a unique opportunity for self-reflection and personal growth. Free from the noise of the outside world, you can connect with your innermost thoughts, clarify your vision, and align your actions with your deepest values. This is the time to journal, to visualize your goals, and to reaffirm your commitment to the life you are creating. As you embrace the power of early mornings, you join the ranks of history's most accomplished individuals. From world leaders to renowned artists, from successful entrepreneurs to elite athletes, the 5 a.m. Club has long been the secret weapon of those who leave an indelible mark on the world. But make no mistake, becoming an early riser is not always easy. It requires overcoming the initial resistance, pushing through the discomfort of change, and consistently choosing long-term fulfillment over short-term comfort. The first few days or even weeks may be challenging. Your body and mind will resist the new routine, but persist, and you will discover a level of productivity, clarity, and personal satisfaction that you never thought possible. The power of early mornings extends beyond personal achievement. As you cultivate this habit, you will find yourself better equipped to serve others, to lead with clarity, and to make a meaningful impact in your sphere of influence. Your increased energy and focus will not only transform your own life, but will inspire and elevate those around you. Embrace the power of early mornings and watch as your life transforms. Let the quiet hours before dawn become your secret weapon, your time to grow, create, and prepare for greatness. The world belongs to those who show up early, not just to work, but to life itself. Rise with the sun and let your achievements shine even brighter. Chapter 4. Mastering Mindset and Motivation. The journey to extraordinary achievement begins not with action, but with thought. Your mindset, the collection of beliefs, attitudes, and perspectives you hold, is the foundation upon which all success is built. It is the lens through which you view the world, and it shapes every decision, every interaction, and every outcome in your life. To master your mindset is to take control of your destiny. It is about cultivating a way of thinking that empowers you to overcome obstacles, seize opportunities, and persistently pursue your goals. This is not about blind positivity or denying reality. It is about developing a resilient, growth-oriented perspective that allows you to thrive in any circumstance. At the core of a powerful mindset is the belief in your own potential for growth and improvement. Embrace the idea that your abilities are not fixed, but can be developed through dedication and hard work. This growth mindset, as coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the key to unlocking your full potential. It transforms challenges from threats to opportunities for learning and views failure not as a final verdict, but as valuable feedback. Motivation, the force that drives you to act, is intricately linked with mindset. While external motivators can provide short-term boosts, true, lasting motivation comes from within. It springs from a deep connection to your purpose, a clear vision of your goals, and an unwavering belief in your ability to achieve them. To master motivation, start by clarifying your why. What drives you at the deepest level? What impact do you want to make in the world? When your actions are aligned with your core values and long-term vision, motivation becomes a natural state rather than a fleeting emotion. Develop the habit of setting clear, compelling goals. These should be specific enough to guide your actions, yet flexible enough to adapt as you grow and circumstances change. Write them down, visualize them daily, and break them into actionable steps. The act of progress itself becomes a powerful motivator, creating a positive feedback loop of achievement and inspiration. Cultivate self-awareness as a tool for mastering your mindset and motivation. Pay attention to your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. Challenge negative self-talk and replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Remember, you have the power to choose your thoughts and, by extension, to shape your reality. Surround yourself with positivity and inspiration. The people you spend time with, the media you consume, and the environments you inhabit all influence your mindset. Seek out mentors, join mastermind groups, and immerse yourself in content that elevates your thinking and fuels your motivation. Practice gratitude as a daily ritual. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. This not only improves your overall well-being, but also opens your eyes to opportunities you might otherwise miss. Embrace discomfort as a sign of growth. A powerful mindset recognizes that comfort is the enemy of progress. Train yourself to see challenges as opportunities to strengthen your mental resilience. Each obstacle you overcome reinforces your belief in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Develop a bias towards action. While mindset and motivation are internal processes, they must ultimately translate into tangible steps towards your goals. Create systems and habits that make it easy to take consistent action, even on days when motivation wanes. Remember that mastering your mindset and motivation is an ongoing process. It requires constant vigilance and practice. There will be days when doubt creeps in or motivation falters. In these moments, return to your core principles, remind yourself of how far you have come, and recommit to your vision. As you master your mindset and motivation, you will find that the world bends to your will. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach become attainable. Obstacles that once appeared insurmountable become stepping stones to success. You become not just a passive participant in life, but an active creator of your destiny. Your mindset is your most powerful tool. Your motivation is your driving force. Master these, and there is no limit to what you can achieve. The extraordinary life you envision is within your grasp. It begins with the thoughts you choose and the fire you ignite within. Chapter 5. The 5 a.m. Ritual. The 5 a.m. ritual is not merely about waking up early. It is a transformative practice that sets the stage for extraordinary achievement and personal growth. This sacred morning routine, embraced by some of the world's most successful individuals, is a powerful catalyst for positive change in every aspect of your life. At its core, the 5 a.m. ritual is about reclaiming the most precious hours of your day, those quiet, undisturbed moments before the world awakens. It is in this tranquil space that you have the opportunity to invest in yourself, to nurture your mind, body, and spirit, and to prepare for the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. The ritual begins the night before, as you commit to going to bed at a reasonable hour, ensuring you get adequate rest. Quality sleep is not a luxury, it is a non-negotiable foundation for peak performance. As you lay your head down, Set your intention for the morning ahead. Visualize yourself waking up energized, ready to embrace the new day with purpose and enthusiasm. When the alarm sounds at 5 a.m., resist the temptation to hit snooze. Remember, this is a rendezvous with your best self. Rise immediately, splash cold water on your face, and take a few deep breaths to awaken your senses. This simple act of getting out of bed when you say you will is your first win of the day. A small but significant victory that sets the tone for what's to come. The next hour, often referred to as the golden hour, is where the magic happens. This is your time to engage in activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. While the specific components of your ritual may vary based on your personal goals and preferences, there are several key elements that form the foundation of a powerful 5 a.m. practice. Begin with a few minutes of mindfulness or meditation. This allows you to center yourself, clear your mind of clutter, and set a positive intention for the day ahead. Even just 5 minutes of focused breathing can have a profound impact on your mental state and overall well-being. Follow this with some form of physical movement, whether it's a full workout, yoga, or a brisk walk. Getting your body moving increases blood flow, releases endorphins, and energizes you for the day ahead. Exercise not only improves your physical health, but also enhances cognitive function and emotional resilience. Dedicate time to learning and personal growth. Read a few pages of an inspiring book, listen to an educational podcast, or work on acquiring a new skill. This consistent investment in your knowledge and capabilities compounds over time, leading to exponential growth in your personal and professional life. Use this quiet time for strategic planning and goal setting. Review your long-term vision, set your priorities for the day, and visualize yourself successfully accomplishing your objectives. This practice of intentional planning ensures that you remain focused on what truly matters. Incorporate a gratitude practice into your ritual. Take a few moments to reflect on and write down 3 things you are grateful for. This simple act shifts your mindset towards positivity and abundance, setting a powerful tone for the day ahead. As you move through your 5 a.m. ritual, maintain a sense of mindfulness and presence. Avoid the temptation to rush through the process or check your phone. This is your time to connect with yourself, free from the distractions and demands of the outside world. The power of the 5 a.m. ritual lies not just in the activities themselves, but in the consistency with which you practice them. It is through daily repetition that these morning habits become ingrained, forming the bedrock of your success and personal growth. As you embrace this ritual, you may face resistance, both from your own mind and from those around you who do not understand your commitment. Remember that greatness often requires going against the grain. Stay firm in your resolve, knowing that the temporary discomfort of early mornings pales in comparison to the long-term benefits you will reap. Over time, you will notice profound changes in your life. Your productivity will soar as you tackle your most important tasks during your peak hours of focus and creativity. Your stress levels will decrease as you approach each day with clarity and purpose. Your relationships will improve as you bring your best self to every interaction. The 5 a.m. ritual is more than a schedule. It is a statement about who you are and who you are becoming. It is a daily recommitment to your goals, your growth, and your vision for an extraordinary life. As you consistently rise before the sun, you join an elite group of individuals who have discovered the transformative power of owning their mornings. Embrace the 5 a.m. ritual not as a chore, but as a gift you give yourself each day. It is your time to nurture your dreams, to strengthen your resolve, and to lay the foundation for a life of purpose and achievement. In the quiet of the early morning, you have the power to shape your destiny, one day at a time. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, or in this case, a single alarm. Your extraordinary life awaits. Will you answer the call at 5 a.m.? Chapter 6. Building unshakable discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It is the invisible force that transforms dreams into reality, ideas into action, and potential into extraordinary achievement. Yet, for many, discipline remains an elusive concept, admired from afar but rarely mastered. True discipline is not about punishment or restriction, it is about freedom. The freedom to choose your long-term success over momentary comfort, to align your daily actions with your deepest values and most ambitious goals. It is the cornerstone of personal growth, professional excellence, and a life of purpose. Building unshakable discipline begins with clarity. You must know with unwavering certainty what you want to achieve and why it matters to you. This clarity becomes your North Star, guiding your decisions and fueling your resolve when challenges arise. Take time to define your vision, to articulate your goals with precision, and to connect them to your core values. Discipline thrives on structure. Create systems and routines that make it easier to do the right thing consistently. Design your environment to support your goals, removing temptations and adding cues that prompt positive behaviors. Your willpower is a finite resource. Use it wisely by automating as many decisions as possible through well-crafted habits. Embrace the power of small, consistent actions. Unshakable discipline is not built through grand gestures but through the accumulation of daily choices. Focus on winning the day, every day. Celebrate these small victories, knowing that they are the building blocks of monumental achievements. Cultivate a growth mindset around discipline. View each challenge as an opportunity to strengthen your self-control. When you face resistance or temptation, remind yourself that this is precisely the moment your discipline is being forged. Each time you choose the harder right over the easier wrong, you are building neural pathways that make future acts of discipline easier. Practice mindfulness to enhance your discipline. By developing awareness of your thoughts, emotions, and impulses, you gain the power to respond rather than react. This pause between stimulus and response is where your freedom to choose lies, and where discipline is exercised. Accountability is a powerful ally in building discipline. Share your goals with trusted friends, join mastermind groups, or work with a coach. External accountability can provide the extra push you need when your internal resolve wavers. Remember that discipline is not about perfection. There will be days when you falter, when old habits resurface, or when circumstances throw you off course. The key is to approach these moments with self-compassion and a commitment to getting back on track immediately. Discipline is not broken by a single misstep. It is strengthened by your ability to recover and refocus. As you build unshakable discipline, you will discover that it extends far beyond achieving specific goals. It becomes a way of life, a source of self-respect and inner peace. You develop a quiet confidence, knowing that you can rely on yourself to follow through on your commitments. Discipline is the ultimate act of self-love. It is choosing to honor your potential, to respect your dreams, and to give yourself the gift of becoming who you are truly meant to be. It is the foundation upon which all other virtues and successes are built. Embrace the challenge of building unshakable discipline. Let it be your superpower, your secret weapon in a world of distractions and instant gratification. With discipline as your constant companion, there is no goal too lofty, no dream too grand. Your extraordinary life awaits, and it begins with the decision to master yourself, one discipline choice at a time. Chapter 7. Productivity Hacks of High Achievers. In a world teeming with distractions and endless to-do lists, the ability to maximize productivity is what separates extraordinary achievers from the rest. These individuals have mastered the art of doing more with less. Less time, less stress, and less wasted energy. Their secrets lie not in working harder, but in working smarter, leveraging powerful productivity hacks that amplify their efforts and accelerate their progress towards their goals. At the core of high achiever productivity is the principle of ruthless prioritization. These individuals have an uncanny ability to distinguish between what is merely urgent and what is truly important. They use tools like the Eisenhower matrix to categorize tasks, focusing their energy on high-impact activities that align with their long-term objectives. By saying no to the non-essential, they create space for what truly matters. Time blocking is another powerful technique employed by productivity masters. Instead of reacting to the day as it unfolds, they proactively schedule their time in focused blocks, dedicated to specific tasks or types of work. This approach minimizes context switching, allows for deep work, and ensures that important activities are not pushed aside by the tyranny of the urgent. High achievers understand the power of momentum and leverage it through the Eat That Frog technique. By tackling their most challenging or important task first thing in the morning, they set a tone of accomplishment for the entire day. This approach not only ensures that critical work gets done, but also builds confidence and energy that carries through to other tasks. The Pomodoro technique is a favorite among productivity hackers. By working in focused 25-minute sprints followed by short breaks, they maintain high levels of concentration while avoiding burnout. This structured approach to work harnesses the brain's natural rhythms, maximizing output while minimizing mental fatigue. Batching similar tasks is another strategy that high achievers swear by. Instead of scattering related activities throughout the week, they group them together, taking advantage of mental momentum and reducing the cognitive load of task switching. Whether it's responding to emails, making phone calls, or creative work, batching allows for a state of flow that dramatically increases efficiency. Automation and delegation are key weapons in the high achiever's arsenal. They relentlessly seek ways to automate repetitive tasks, using technology to handle routine activities that don't require human creativity or decision-making. For tasks that can't be automated, they master the art of effective delegation, understanding that their time is best spent on activities that leverage their unique strengths and expertise. High achievers also recognize the importance of recovery and renewal. They view productivity not as a sprint but as a marathon, understanding that sustained high performance requires periods of rest and rejuvenation. They incorporate regular breaks, exercise, and mindfulness practices into their routines, knowing that a well-rested mind is a productive mind. The power of environment is not lost on these productivity masters. They curate their workspaces to minimize distractions and maximize focus. From noise-canceling headphones to carefully arranged desks, every element of their environment is designed to support deep work and creative thinking. Perhaps most importantly, high achievers maintain a growth mindset towards productivity. They are constantly experimenting with new techniques, reflecting on their processes, and refining their approaches. They view productivity not as a fixed trait, but as a skill that can be continuously improved. By adopting these productivity hacks, you too can join the ranks of high achievers who seem to bend time to their will. Remember, the goal is not to do more for the sake of being busy, but to accomplish what truly matters with greater ease and impact. Embrace these strategies, adapt them to your unique context, and watch as your productivity and your achievements soar to new heights. Your time is your most precious resource. Use it wisely, and there is no limit to what you can accomplish. The extraordinary life you envision is within reach. It's time to hack your way to unprecedented productivity and success. Chapter 8. The 20/20/20 formula. The 20/20/20 formula is a powerful framework for kickstarting your day with intention, energy, and focus. This simple yet transformative approach divides the first hour of your morning into 3 distinct 20-minute segments, each designed to nourish a different aspect of your being. By embracing this formula, you set the stage for a day of extraordinary productivity, clarity, and personal growth. The first 20 minutes are dedicated to movement. As you rise with the sun, engage in vigorous physical activity that gets your blood pumping and your body energized. This could be a brisk walk, a high-intensity interval training session, yoga, or any form of exercise that resonates with you. The key is to move with purpose, awakening your body from its slumber and flooding your system with endorphins. This initial burst of activity serves multiple purposes. It jumpstarts your metabolism, enhancing your body's ability to burn calories throughout the day. It sharpens your mental acuity, improving cognitive function and decision-making capabilities. Perhaps most importantly, it instills a sense of accomplishment right from the start, setting a positive tone for the hours ahead. The second 20-minute block is devoted to reflection. After energizing your body, it's time to center your mind and spirit. Use this time for meditation, journaling, or contemplative practices that allow you to connect with your inner self. This is your opportunity to set intentions for the day, express gratitude, and align your thoughts with your long-term vision. During this reflective period, visualize your goals with vivid clarity. See yourself successfully navigating the day's challenges and making progress towards your aspirations. This practice of mental rehearsal primes your subconscious mind for success, increasing the likelihood of positive outcomes in your actual experiences. The final 20 minutes are allocated to growth. Invest this time in learning and personal development. Read pages from an inspiring book, listen to an educational podcast, or work on acquiring a new skill. This consistent daily investment in your knowledge and capabilities compounds over time, leading to exponential growth in both your personal and professional life. By dedicating time each morning to learning, you cultivate a growth mindset that permeates all aspects of your life. You stay ahead of the curve in your field, constantly expanding your understanding and refining your expertise. This habit of continuous learning sets you apart in a world where adaptability and innovation are paramount. The power of the 20/20/20 formula lies not just in its individual components, but in the synergy created by combining physical, mental, and intellectual stimulation. This holistic approach ensures that you begin each day as your best self, energized, centered, and primed for growth. Implementing the 20/20/20 formula requires discipline and commitment, especially in the beginning. You may face resistance from your old habits or skepticism from those around you who don't understand the value of this morning ritual. Stay resolute in your practice, knowing that the benefits far outweigh the temporary discomfort of change. As you consistently apply the 20/20/20 formula, you'll notice profound shifts in your life. Your productivity will soar as you approach each day with clarity and purpose. Your stress levels will decrease as you cultivate inner peace and resilience. Your relationships will improve as you bring your best self to every interaction. Remember, the 20/20/20 formula is a framework, not a rigid rule. Feel free to adjust the specific activities within each segment to align with your personal goals and preferences. The key is to maintain the balance between physical, mental, and growth-oriented practices. Embrace the 20/20/20 formula as a gift you give yourself each day, a powerful ritual that sets you up for success in all areas of your life. In just 1 hour, you have the opportunity to transform your day, and by extension, your entire life. Your extraordinary future begins with how you choose to spend your first waking hour. Will you rise to the challenge and make it count? Chapter 9. The Science of Peak Performance. Peak performance is not a matter of chance or innate talent alone. It is a science, a carefully orchestrated symphony of physiological, psychological, and environmental factors that, when harmonized, allow individuals to achieve extraordinary results consistently. Understanding and applying the principles of this science can unlock levels of performance you never thought possible. At the heart of peak performance lies the concept of flow, a state of optimal experience where you are fully immersed in a task, operating at the height of your abilities. Pioneered by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, flow occurs when the challenge of the task at hand perfectly matches your skill level. In this state, time seems to slow down, self-consciousness disappears, and performance soars. To cultivate flow, Structure your work and life to create the conditions that foster this state. Set clear goals that stretch your abilities without overwhelming you, eliminate distractions, and create an environment that supports deep focus. Practice mindfulness to enhance your ability to stay present and fully engaged in the task at hand. The science of peak performance also emphasizes the critical role of recovery. Contrary to popular belief, pushing yourself relentlessly does not lead to optimal results. Instead, high performers understand the power of strategic rest and renewal. They employ techniques like periodization, alternating periods of intense focus with periods of recovery to maintain high levels of performance over the long term. Sleep emerges as a non-negotiable pillar of peak performance. During sleep, your brain consolidates memories, processes information, and repairs itself. Prioritize getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Create a sleep-conducive environment and establish a consistent sleep schedule to optimize your cognitive function and physical recovery. Nutrition plays a crucial role in fueling peak performance. Your brain consumes about 20% of your body's energy, despite making up only 2% of your body weight. Fuel it properly with a balanced diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and complex carbohydrates. Stay hydrated, as even mild dehydration can significantly impair cognitive function and physical performance. The power of mindset in achieving peak performance cannot be overstated. Research by Carol Dweck on growth mindset shows that individuals who believe their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work achieve more than those who believe their talents are innate, fixed traits. Cultivate a growth mindset by embracing challenges, persisting in the face of setbacks, and viewing effort as the path to mastery. Stress management is another critical component of peak performance. While some stress can enhance performance, chronic stress is detrimental to both physical and mental well-being. Incorporate stress reduction techniques like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or regular physical activity into your routine. These practices not only reduce stress, but also improve focus, creativity, and decision-making abilities. The science of peak performance also highlights the importance of deliberate practice. Simply putting in hours is not enough. The quality of your practice matters. Break down complex skills into component parts, focus intensely on improving specific aspects, and seek immediate feedback. This approach, championed by researcher K. Anders Ericsson, is how world-class performers in various fields achieve mastery. Harness the power of rituals and routines to automate decision-making and conserve mental energy for high-priority tasks. From pre-performance routines used by elite athletes to the daily habits of successful entrepreneurs, structured routines create a sense of control and readiness that enhances performance. Understanding your unique chronotype, your body's natural circadian rhythm, allows you to align your most challenging work with your periods of peak alertness and energy. Whether you're a morning lark or a night owl, schedule your most important tasks during your biological prime time to maximize productivity and performance. The science of peak performance is constantly evolving, with new insights emerging from fields like neuroscience, psychology, and physiology. Stay curious and open to new findings, always looking for ways to refine and optimize your approach. By embracing the science of peak performance, you're not leaving your success to chance. You're strategically aligning your actions with proven principles that unleash your full potential. Remember, peak performance is not about perfection. It's about consistently operating at your best, pushing the boundaries of what you thought possible. Your journey to extraordinary achievement is backed by science. Apply these principles diligently and watch as you transcend your limits, achieving levels of performance and success you once only dreamed of. The science is clear. Your peak performance and the extraordinary life it creates is within your grasp. To cultivate the art of deep work, you must first recognize the importance of creating an environment conducive to focus. This means eliminating distractions, both external and internal. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and create a dedicated workspace that signals to your brain that it is time to concentrate. The physical space you inhabit plays a crucial role in your ability to engage in deep work. Establishing a routine is essential for fostering deep work habits. Set specific times during the day when you will engage in focused work, and treat these blocks of time as sacred appointments. Consistency is key. The more you practice deep work, the easier it becomes to enter that state of flow. Another powerful technique is to embrace the concept of time blocking. Allocate specific periods for deep work in your calendar and protect these time slots fiercely. During these blocks, commit to working on a single task without interruption. This focused approach not only enhances productivity, but also allows you to produce higher quality work. To further enhance your deep work sessions, consider incorporating rituals that signal the beginning of focused work. This could be as simple as a short meditation, a cup of tea, or a few minutes of stretching. These rituals help to mentally prepare you for the task at hand and create a sense of transition from distraction to focus. Deep work is not just about the quantity of time spent working. It is also about the quality of that work. Aim for intensity during your deep work sessions. Push yourself to tackle challenging problems and engage with complex ideas. The more you stretch your cognitive abilities, the more you will grow and develop your skills. However, it is essential to balance deep work with periods of rest and recovery. Your brain needs time to recharge and process information. Schedule breaks between deep work sessions to allow your mind to wander and rejuvenate. This balance will ultimately enhance your overall productivity and creativity. As you cultivate the art of deep work, you will find that your ability to concentrate improves, your output increases, and your satisfaction with your work deepens. Embrace this powerful skill and watch as it transforms your professional life, enabling you to achieve extraordinary results in a world that often demands mediocrity. Chapter 10. The Art of Deep Work. In an age of constant distraction and shallow work, the ability to focus intensely on cognitively demanding tasks has become a rare and valuable skill. This is the essence of deep work, a concept popularized by Cal Newport, which holds the key to unlocking extraordinary productivity and creating work of lasting value. Deep work is not merely about working longer hours. It's about working smarter and with greater intensity. It's the professional activity, performed in a state of distraction-free concentration, that pushes your cognitive capabilities to their limit. This is where breakthrough ideas are born, complex problems are solved, and meaningful progress is made. To master the art of deep work, one must first understand its antithesis, shallow work. These are the non-cognitively demanding logistical-style tasks, often performed while distracted. They're easy to replicate and typically don't create much new value in the world. Recognizing the difference is crucial, as it allows you to prioritize deep work and minimize time spent on shallow tasks. Creating an environment conducive to deep work is essential. This means establishing a dedicated space free from distractions. It could be a quiet room in your home, a secluded corner of a library, or even a favorite coffee shop where you can tune out the world. The key is consistency. Your brain should associate this space with focused, high-quality work. Rituals and routines play a significant role in facilitating deep work. Develop a pre-work ritual that signals to your brain it's time to shift into a state of intense focus. This could involve brewing a specific type of tea, listening to a particular genre of music, or engaging in a short meditation practice. The ritual itself is less important than its consistent application. Time blocking is a powerful technique for incorporating deep work into your schedule. Allocate specific chunks of time, ideally 90 minutes to 2 hours, solely for deep work. During these periods, commit to working on a single important task without interruption. Treat these blocks as non-negotiable appointments with yourself. The depth of your work is often proportional to the length of time you can maintain focus. Start with shorter sessions and gradually increase their duration as your deep work muscles strengthen. Remember, like any skill, the ability to engage in prolonged periods of deep work improves with practice. Embrace the concept of productive meditation. This involves physically doing something that doesn't require much mental effort, like walking or showering, while focusing your mind on a single, well-defined professional problem. This technique allows you to leverage otherwise dead time for deep thinking. Recognize that deep work is as much about what you don't do as what you do. Implement strategies to minimize shallow work and distractions. This might mean scheduling specific times to check email, setting boundaries with colleagues about interruptions, or using website blockers during deep work sessions. Measure your deep work hours. Keep a log of the time you spend in a state of deep focus. This not only helps you track progress, but also provides a sense of accomplishment that can fuel further deep work sessions. Remember, the goal of deep work is not just productivity, but also fulfillment. Engaging in deep work allows you to stretch your abilities, create meaningful output, and experience the satisfaction of craftsmanship in your chosen field. As you cultivate the art of deep work, you'll likely notice improvements not just in your professional output, but in your overall cognitive abilities. The skill of focusing deeply transfers to other areas of life, enhancing your capacity for learning, problem-solving, and creative thinking. Mastering deep work is a journey, not a destination. It requires consistent effort, self-reflection, and a willingness to push beyond comfort zones. But the rewards, in terms of productivity, quality of work, and personal satisfaction, are immeasurable. In a world that increasingly values the ability to learn complex systems and produce at elite levels, those who master the art of deep work will find themselves at a significant advantage. Embrace the challenge of deep work. Let it be your secret weapon in a distracted world, your path to extraordinary achievement, and your means of creating work that truly matters. The ability to think deeply, to create profoundly, and to solve the most challenging problems, this is the promise of deep work, and it's a skill worth mastering. Chapter 11. The essentialness of sleep. In the relentless pursuit of success, sleep is often the first sacrifice made on the altar of productivity. However, this approach is not only counterproductive, but potentially harmful to your long-term goals and overall well-being. The truth is, sleep is not a luxury, it is an essential cornerstone of peak performance, creativity, and health. Sleep is the body's ultimate restoration period. During these crucial hours, your brain consolidates memories, processes information, and clears out cellular waste. It's when your body repairs tissues, balances hormones, and strengthens your immune system. Far from being a state of inactivity, sleep is a highly active period critical for maintaining optimal cognitive and physical function. The impact of sleep on cognitive performance cannot be overstated. A well-rested mind is sharper, more focused, and better equipped to handle complex problems. Studies have shown that sleep deprivation impairs decision-making abilities, reduces creativity, and diminishes emotional intelligence. In essence, cutting back on sleep to work more hours is a false economy. You might be awake longer, but you're operating at a fraction of your potential. Quality sleep enhances learning and memory consolidation. As you slumber, your brain replays and strengthens neural connections formed during the day, a process crucial for skill acquisition and long-term memory formation. This means that a good night's sleep after learning new information or practicing a new skill can significantly improve retention and performance. Sleep also plays a vital role in emotional regulation. Lack of sleep can lead to increased irritability, mood swings, and a reduced ability to cope with stress. On the flip side, adequate sleep enhances emotional resilience, allowing you to navigate challenges with greater equanimity and maintain positive relationships, both crucial factors in personal and professional success. To harness the power of sleep, Start by prioritizing it in your schedule. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, the amount recommended for most adults. Create a sleep-friendly environment, a cool, dark, and quiet room conducive to restful slumber. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows. Remember, you spend about a third of your life in bed, making it a worthwhile investment in your health and productivity. Establish a consistent sleep schedule, going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This regularity helps to synchronize your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and wake up naturally. Develop a relaxing bedtime routine that signals to your body that it's time to wind down. This might include reading a book, practicing gentle yoga, or engaging in meditation. Be mindful of factors that can disrupt sleep quality. Avoid caffeine in the afternoon and evening, limit alcohol consumption, and steer clear of heavy meals close to bedtime. The blue light emitted by electronic devices can interfere with your body's production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Consider implementing a digital sunset, turning off screens at least an hour before bed. For those striving for extraordinary achievement, it's crucial to view sleep not as a passive state, but as an active investment in your performance and well-being. Just as elite athletes prioritize recovery as part of their training regimen, high achievers in any field should recognize sleep as a vital component of their success strategy. Embrace the power of strategic naps. A short nap of 10 minutes can provide a significant boost in alertness and performance, without the grogginess associated with longer naps. If your schedule allows, consider incorporating a power nap into your daily routine, especially during the mid-afternoon dip in circadian rhythms. Remember, the goal is not just to sleep more, but to sleep smarter. Pay attention to your sleep quality as well as quantity. If you consistently wake up feeling unrefreshed, consider consulting a sleep specialist to rule out conditions like sleep apnea that can impair sleep quality. As you prioritize sleep in your life, you'll likely notice improvements across various domains. Enhanced creativity, better problem-solving abilities, improved emotional regulation, and increased physical vitality. These benefits compound over time, contributing to long-term health, productivity, and life satisfaction. In the journey towards an extraordinary life, sleep is not a detour, it's an essential part of the path. By honoring your body's need for rest and recovery, you're not just sleeping, you're actively investing in your potential, setting the stage for peak performance in all areas of your life. Embrace the essentialness of sleep and watch as it transforms not just your nights, but your days, weeks, and years to come. Chapter 12. The Power of Small Wins. In the pursuit of extraordinary achievement, it's easy to become fixated on grand goals and sweeping transformations. However, the true engine of progress often lies in the accumulation of small wins, those seemingly minor victories that, when strung together, create momentum and lead to significant breakthroughs. The concept of small wins, popularized by organizational theorist Carl Weick, suggests that breaking down complex problems into manageable chunks not only makes them less daunting, but also provides frequent opportunities for success. These small victories serve as fuel for motivation, building confidence, and creating a positive feedback loop that drives further progress. At the heart of the power of small wins is the psychological boost they provide. Each small accomplishment triggers the release of dopamine in the brain, creating a sense of pleasure and satisfaction. This neurochemical reward reinforces the behavior that led to the win, encouraging you to repeat it. Over time, this creates a habit of achievement, transforming the way you approach challenges and goals. To harness the power of small wins, start by breaking down your larger goals into smaller, actionable steps. Instead of focusing solely on the end result, which may seem distant and overwhelming, concentrate on the next immediate action you can take. This approach not only makes the goal feel more attainable, but also provides clear direction on what to do next. Create a system for tracking and celebrating these small wins. This could be as simple as keeping a journal where you note down your daily accomplishments, no matter how minor they may seem. The act of recording these victories makes them tangible and reinforces their importance in your mind. Embrace the concept of minimum viable progress. In software development, the idea of a minimum viable product is to create the simplest version that can still provide value. Apply this principle to your goals by identifying the smallest step you can take that still moves you forward. This approach helps overcome inertia and builds momentum. Small wins are particularly powerful in habit formation. When trying to establish a new habit, start with a version so small it seems almost trivial. Want to start a daily writing practice? Begin with writing just one sentence a day. Aiming to exercise more? Start with a single push-up. These micro-habits are easy to accomplish, building confidence and creating a foundation for growth. In the workplace, the power of small wins can transform team dynamics and productivity. Encourage your team to break projects into smaller milestones and celebrate the completion of each one. This not only boosts morale but also provides frequent opportunities to assess progress and make necessary adjustments. Remember that progress is rarely linear. There will be days when even small wins feel out of reach. In these moments, redefine what constitutes a win. Sometimes simply showing up or making an attempt is a victory worth acknowledging. This mindset helps maintain momentum even in the face of setbacks. The power of small wins extends beyond individual tasks to overall well-being. Incorporate this principle into your self-care routine. Celebrate small acts of kindness towards yourself, moments of mindfulness, or brief periods of relaxation. These small wins in personal care compound over time, contributing to greater resilience and life satisfaction. As you accumulate small wins, take time to reflect on your progress. Look back at where you started and acknowledge how far you've come. This perspective can be incredibly motivating, especially when facing new challenges. Ultimately, the power of small wins lies in their ability to shift your focus from the daunting nature of big goals to the empowering reality of consistent progress. They transform the journey towards extraordinary achievement from an intimidating mountain to a series of manageable steps. Embrace the power of small wins in your life. Celebrate your daily victories no matter how small they may seem. Let each accomplishment fuel your confidence and drive you forward. Remember, extraordinary achievements are not born from single heroic efforts, but from the patient accumulation of small wins over time. Your journey to greatness is made one small victory at a time. Chapter 13. The Twin Cycles of Elite Success. The journey to elite success is not a linear path, but rather a dynamic interplay between two fundamental cycles: growth and consolidation. Understanding and mastering these twin cycles is crucial for anyone aspiring to reach the pinnacle of their field and maintain that position over time. The growth cycle is characterized by periods of intense learning, experimentation, and pushing beyond your current limits. This is where you actively seek out new challenges, acquire new skills, and expand your knowledge base. It's a time of calculated risk-taking, where you step out of your comfort zone and embrace the discomfort that comes with stretching your abilities. During the growth cycle, your focus is on rapid expansion and improvement. You might immerse yourself in new studies, take on challenging projects, or seek out mentors who can guide you to the next level. This phase is often marked by a sense of excitement and possibility, but it can also be accompanied by stress and uncertainty as you navigate unfamiliar territory. The consolidation cycle, in contrast, is a period of integration, refinement, and mastery. This is where you take the lessons learned during the growth phase and incorporate them deeply into your skill set. It's a time for practice, repetition, and fine-tuning. During consolidation, you might focus on optimizing your processes, deepening your understanding of core principles, and ensuring that your newly acquired knowledge becomes second nature. Consolidation is not about stagnation, rather it's about building a solid foundation that will support future growth. It's during this phase that you develop the confidence and competence that allow for sustained high performance. The consolidation cycle often feels more stable and comfortable, but it requires discipline to avoid complacency. The key to elite success lies in skillfully alternating between these two cycles. Pushing for constant growth without periods of consolidation can lead to burnout, superficial learning, and a lack of true mastery. Conversely, remaining in a consolidation phase for too long can result in stagnation and a failure to adapt to changing circumstances. To effectively navigate these twin cycles, start by developing self-awareness. Learn to recognize when you're in a growth phase and when you're consolidating. This awareness allows you to align your expectations, energy levels, and strategies with the appropriate cycle. During growth phases, embrace a mindset of curiosity and openness. Seek out diverse experiences and perspectives. Be willing to make mistakes and view them as valuable learning opportunities. Set ambitious goals that push you beyond your current capabilities, but break them down into manageable steps to maintain momentum. In consolidation phases, focus on deepening your practice. This is the time for deliberate, focused repetition that leads to true mastery. Reflect on your recent growth experiences and extract key lessons. Look for ways to integrate new knowledge with your existing skill set. Use this period to refine your systems and processes, making them more efficient and effective. The transition between cycles is a critical moment that requires intentionality. As you feel a growth cycle winding down, start planning for how you'll consolidate your gains. Similarly, when you sense that you've maxed out the benefits of a consolidation phase, begin exploring new areas for growth. Remember that the duration and intensity of each cycle can vary depending on your field, goals, and personal circumstance. Some growth phases might last months or even years, while others might be more compressed. The key is to remain flexible and responsive to your needs and the demands of your environment. Elite performers in various fields intuitively understand these cycles. Athletes alternate between intense training periods and recovery phases. Business leaders cycle between periods of expansion and operational optimization. Artists move between experimental creative bursts and periods of refining their craft. By consciously embracing the twin cycles of elite success, you create a sustainable path to extraordinary achievement. You allow yourself the excitement and rapid progress of growth phases, while also giving yourself the time to truly internalize and master what you've learned during consolidation. As you progress in your journey, you may find that these cycles become more nuanced and intertwined. You might experience microcycles of growth and consolidation within larger macro cycles. The ability to navigate these nested cycles with skill and intention is a hallmark of true elite performance. Embrace the rhythm of growth and consolidation in your pursuit of excellence. Recognize that both cycles are essential for long-term success. By mastering this dance between expansion and integration, you set yourself on a path not just to momentary peaks of performance, but to sustained elite success that stands the test of time. Chapter 14. The 10 Rules of Lifelong Greatness. Achieving and maintaining greatness throughout a lifetime is an aspiration that many hold, but few realize. It requires more than sporadic bursts of brilliance. It demands a consistent commitment to excellence and a set of guiding principles that stand the test of time. Here are the 10 rules of lifelong greatness that, when embraced and applied consistently, can lead to extraordinary achievement and lasting impact. 1. Cultivate insatiable curiosity. Greatness begins with an unquenchable thirst for knowledge and understanding. Never stop asking questions, exploring new ideas, and seeking to learn. Approach each day with the wonder of a child and the critical thinking of a scholar. This perpetual curiosity will fuel innovation, adaptability, and continuous growth. 2. Embrace discomfort as a catalyst for growth. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. Deliberately seek out challenges that push you beyond your current capabilities. View discomfort not as something to be avoided, but as a sign that you're expanding your boundaries. The most significant growth occurs when you're operating at the edge of your abilities. 3. Practice deliberate, focused effort. Greatness is not achieved through passive engagement or half-hearted attempts. Dedicate yourself to deliberate practice in your chosen field. Set aside time for deep, focused work, free from distractions. Remember, it's not just the quantity of your effort that matters, but the quality and intentionality behind it. 4. Cultivate resilience and adaptability. The path to greatness is never smooth or predictable. Develop the mental toughness to persevere through setbacks and the flexibility to adapt to changing circumstances. View failures as learning opportunities and unexpected changes as chances for innovation. Your ability to bounce back and pivot will determine your long-term success. 5. Maintain unwavering integrity. True greatness is built on a foundation of strong character and ethical behavior. Always choose to do what's right, even when it's difficult or unpopular. Your reputation and the trust others place in you are invaluable assets on the journey to lifelong greatness. Integrity is not negotiable. 6. Foster meaningful relationships. No one achieves greatness in isolation. Cultivate a network of supportive, challenging, and inspiring relationships. Seek out mentors who can guide you, peers who can challenge you, and protégés whom you can teach. Remember to give as much as you receive in these relationships. 7. Strive for balance and holistic well-being. Sustainable greatness requires more than just professional success. Prioritize your physical health, mental well-being, and personal relationships. A balanced life provides the foundation for sustained high performance and prevents burnout. Remember, you're aiming for lifelong greatness, not short-term success at the expense of everything else. 8. Embrace continuous reinvention. The world is constantly changing, and so must you. Be willing to reinvent yourself, your skills, and your approach as circumstances evolve. Stay relevant by anticipating future trends and proactively adapting. Greatness is not a destination, but a journey of constant growth and evolution. 9. Cultivate a legacy mindset. Think beyond your immediate goals and consider the lasting impact you want to have. How will your work benefit future generations? What values and knowledge do you want to pass on? A legacy mindset shifts your focus from short-term gains to long-term significance, guiding your decisions and actions towards true greatness. 10. Practice gratitude and humility. As you achieve success, remain grounded in gratitude for the opportunities and support you've received. Maintain humility, recognizing that there's always more to learn and room for improvement. Gratitude and humility will keep you open to new ideas, help you connect with others, and provide perspective on your journey. These rules are not mere suggestions, but fundamental principles that, when internalized and consistently applied, pave the way for lifelong greatness. They require commitment, self-reflection, and often difficult choices. But for those who aspire to leave an indelible mark on the world, these rules provide a roadmap to extraordinary achievement and lasting impact. Remember, greatness is not about achieving a single pinnacle of success, but about consistently striving for excellence over the course of a lifetime. It's about continuous growth, meaningful contribution, and the relentless pursuit of your highest potential. By embracing these 10 rules, you set yourself on a path not just to momentary success, but to enduring greatness that stands the test of time. Commit to these principles, revisit them regularly, and let them guide your decisions and actions. The journey to lifelong greatness is challenging, but immensely rewarding. With these rules as your compass, you're well equipped to navigate that journey and leave a legacy of true greatness. Chapter 15. Becoming the architect of your life. In a world that often seems to pull us in countless directions, the ability to become the architect of your own life stands as one of the most powerful skills you can develop. This concept goes beyond mere goal setting or time management. It's about taking full ownership of your existence and consciously shaping every aspect of your reality to align with your deepest values and grandest visions. To become the architect of your life means to step into the role of creator rather than spectator. It's about recognizing that while you may not control every circumstance, you have the power to choose your response, to design your path, and to build the life you truly desire. This shift in perspective is transformative, moving you from a place of reactivity to one of proactive creation. The first step in this journey is to gain absolute clarity on your vision. What does your ideal life look like? What values do you want to embody? What impact do you want to have on the world? This vision should be comprehensive, encompassing all areas of your life: career, relationships, health, personal growth, and contribution to society. Take the time to vividly imagine and articulate this vision, as it will serve as the blueprint for your life's architecture. With your vision in place, the next crucial step is to develop a strategic plan. Break down your grand vision into actionable goals and milestones. Create a roadmap that outlines the steps needed to bridge the gap between your current reality and your desired future. This plan should be flexible enough to adapt to changing circumstances while remaining firmly anchored to your core vision. As the architect of your life, you must also carefully consider the materials you'll use to build your future. These materials are your habits, skills, relationships, and mindsets. Audit your current inventory and identify what needs to be acquired, strengthened, or discarded. Cultivate habits that align with your goals. Develop skills that will propel you forward. Nurture relationships that support your growth, and adopt mindsets that empower you to overcome obstacles. One of the most critical aspects of being your life's architect is learning to manage your energy and focus. Just as an architect must allocate resources efficiently, you must learn to invest your time and energy in activities that yield the highest return on investment for your life goals. This means learning to say no to distractions and commitments that don't align with your vision, and saying yes to opportunities that move you closer to your ideal life. Embrace the power of continuous learning and adaptation. The best architects stay abreast of new technologies and techniques, and so should you. Commit to lifelong learning, constantly seeking out new knowledge and skills that can help you refine and improve your life's design. Be willing to iterate on your plans as you gain new insights and experiences. Remember that great architecture often incorporates elements of balance and harmony. As you design your life, strive for balance between work and rest, ambition and contentment, personal growth and contribution to others. A well-designed life is not about relentless pursuit of a single goal, but about creating a harmonious whole that brings fulfillment across all dimensions. Take ownership of your narrative. As the architect of your life, you have the power to interpret events and assign meaning to your experiences. Choose empowering narratives that propel you forward rather than limiting stories that hold you back. Reframe challenges as opportunities for growth and setbacks as valuable lessons. Implement systems of accountability and reflection. Regularly review your progress, celebrate your wins, and adjust your plans as needed. Consider working with a coach or mentor who can provide outside perspective and help you stay true to your vision. Create rituals of reflection that allow you to stay connected with your core purpose and values. Finally, remember that being the architect of your life is an ongoing process. It's not about reaching a final, perfect state, but about continually refining and improving your life's design. Embrace this journey with patience, persistence, and compassion for yourself. Celebrate the progress you make, learn from the setbacks you encounter, and always keep your vision at the forefront of your mind. By becoming the architect of your life, You step into your power as a creator. You move from a place of passive acceptance to active design, from reacting to circumstances to shaping your reality. This shift is the foundation of extraordinary achievement and deep fulfillment. It's the key to not just living, but to crafting a life of purpose, meaning, and profound satisfaction. Embrace your role as the architect of your life. Take up the tools of vision, strategy, and purposeful action. Begin today to design and build the extraordinary life you've always dreamed of. The blueprint is in your hands. It's time to bring your masterpiece to life.